Hello, you scallywags. Captain Callahan here, and today I'm going to be asking you all what you all think about Operation New Blood since it's been out for a few days and you all, I'm sure, have been playing it, because there is more glitches in this game than there is good content and good cosmetics. So yeah, just tell me in the comment section below what you all think about this new season. Oh, and if you all haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That'd be amazing if you all do. And also, if you want to check it out, in the description below there are my Twitch and TikTok links if you want to check those out, and if you want to as well, drop a follow. That'd be very much appreciated. So yeah, let's get to the video, shall we? So like I was mentioning before in my previous video, I was going over pretty much a lot of the things that I was disappointed in, and a lot of those disappointments have not changed, like, at all. So yeah, props to you, Yubi. Props to you. So the reworks, if you want to call it that, on Recruit, well, they're not even called Recruit anymore. They are now called Striker and Sentry. And I'm gonna be honest here, like, Striker and Sentry, like, I don't think they're, like, terrible, but everybody's missing the old recruit rushes, and I totally get that. So, but like, for a competitive standpoint, Striker and Sentry aren't the worst to pick. I think they're really, really good for like solo queuing, because they pretty much don't really have any main like gadgets to use, so they only use the secondary utility, which, I mean, is really good for someone like Striker, which could hard breach by themselves. And then you have Sentry, which could deal with shield operators by bringing impacts and a nitrocell, which I think is really handy. And also with the buff with barbed wire, which is really handy as well. Then they could also use bulletproof cam and nitrocell to do like a nitrocell play from below or so on, similar to how Valkyrie is. But I'm still probably going to bring a Valkyrie over a Sentry, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, so there is some uses to these two. But the thing is that they labeled them as new operators, or like new reworks, even though that I would say they're just kind of like buffs to the operator. Because Sentry and Striker pretty much do the same thing as old Recruit did, except just a little bit better. One thing I have to say that I do like is that now they're customizable, and also that the weapons are pretty good, even though they cut half of the weapons from the loadout of the original Recruits. Which, I mean, let's be honest here, a lot of people wanted the M4 to be on another operator besides Maverick, and we needed another Commando 9 operator as well. And with the Recruit rework, we also have the reworks or little changes to stadiums, Alpha and Bravo. The only thing about them two, though, is that they're not in the ranked playlist. They are only in standard and casual, which I thought that there was going to be one of them in ranked and then the other ones in casual and standard. Now, another thing that was pretty big in this season was pretty much just the changes to Solus and Fenrir, which I think, honestly, that they're pretty good nerfs. I mean, I'm not seeing as much Solus and Fenrir isn't getting banned every game like he used to. Me personally, I've been banning Melusi more than Fenrir, because Melusi, she's really strong because of her utility, and also her gun having ACOG now makes her a very frag heavy operator. And for Solus, I just have not seen Solus played at all this season already. And I expect that number to drop even more when Ubisoft decides to still go with the nerf next season. So, curious on what they're going to do more to Solus. Honestly, I think she doesn't need any more nerfs. I think they nailed her into the ground, like literally nailed her into the ground. Yeah, rip Solus. So the only bit of new content we got are pretty much the little change to barbed wire where they could do 5 damage when you walk into it. I like this change personally. I think it makes barbed wire a lot more useful instead of just it being a sound cue. And the other thing that's brand new pretty much is the membership, which I already made a separate video on this, so I'm not going to get into much detail on why I hate it. And so, yeah, and also the marketplace is going to be releasing on the 24th or 25th of June. So it's not even releasing with the actual release of the season, which was kind of sad because for some reason I couldn't register. So I never actually had access to doing anything in the marketplace. So I was looking forward to the marketplace more than anything else, which is kind of sad because marketplace has been a thing in the game, and also it's just cosmetics. It's not anything game changing. Speaking of game changing though, there are a lot of bugs this season, which is not very surprising because it's Ubisoft, but there is, like I said at the beginning of this video, there is more bugs in this game than there is content and good cosmetics. The biggest one being the RAM glitch, which isn't game changing. Well, actually it kind of is if you think about it. But essentially, you throw your RAM gadget out and you and your teammates could walk on top of it and vault into windows, or you just walk on top of fucking air. You become a fucking airbender and you just hover above ground. Like literally, you hover above ground. And the other big glitch that's been happening is the dead zone glitch on the left. It's been affecting PC and console, but it's been heavily affecting console, which is very annoying, seeing how console doesn't have as much free movement as PC does. So yeah, that's just sad, Ubisoft. That's just really sad that you have these glitches and you just don't have enough content to make up for it. So this is about the end of the video, but I just want to say this because I love Ubisoft's games. Like, I've always been a big fan of Rainbow Six Siege, I've always been a big fan of Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Ghost Recon Wildlands, The Division, pretty much a lot of their titles. But the thing I dislike so much about their games is because it's Ubisoft. Ubisoft as a whole. And I'm worried that Ubisoft will mess up Siege even more because their Year 9 had so much hype to it. So much hype. And this season absolutely destroyed the hype that was built up at the beginning of Year 9 Season 1. And I'm worried that next season is going to be similar, but I feel like the season I'm most worried about is Season 4, because Season 4 is going to be another rework to an operator, which, let's be honest here, we all know it's Blackbeard. So, but like, I'm worried that they're not going to be giving us enough content for Blackbeard on Season 4. Like, what if they don't change a lot of Blackbeard to where he doesn't feel like a new operator? Like, I don't know, there's just a lot that is on my mind about this whole thing, but let's just hope Ubisoft does the right thing and actually makes some good changes and actually makes it to where, like, there's enough content to be made for a lot of the content creators on this platform. So, yeah. Anyways, tell me in the comment section below what you all think about this season and about my thoughts as well if you want to do that. And hope you all have a good night or day. Peace.